of federal authorities. He said National Guard members are postured to meet the requirements of the supported civil authorities, up to and including protective equipment and being armed if necessary. Now, there are all kinds of pictures and images that are being brought out on Twitter, and actually I've got a little clip of those images. I'm going to go ahead and play that right now. So all throughout the halls of Congress, we've got National Guardsmen sleeping, bedding all over. It's pretty incredible to see. Many of them sleeping on their rucksacks, holding their guns, and some walking through these hallowed halls. This is a lot of troops. And this is from yesterday.
A curfew is in effect at 1800 hours until 600 hours tomorrow. All individuals must leave the U.S. Capitol grounds or be subject to arrest. I repeat, a curfew is in effect at 1800 hours until 600 hours tomorrow. All individuals must leave the U.S. Capitol grounds or be subject to arrest.
Good morning, YouTube. JT Serenity Farms prepping here. So, you saw that first couple minutes of this video. Something doesn't add up to me, and I had a thought. I have them occasionally. So, what if 15 to 20,000 National Guard troops who are armed this time, not like previous efforts, what if those troops, the extensive fencing, the curfew, as you heard, remember this was all requested by Mayor Bowser, just like she did for all the riots, burning, looting, assaulting, murdering, and for the march on January 6th. Yeah, none of that happened. But she had made the request to President Trump for these troops. Now remember, the president has openly stated numerous times that he wants this to be peaceful. Go home, patriots. We don't need to be there anyway. It's a setup if we go. We know this. So, the president has allowed all sorry, my hand's in the way. He has allowed all 50 states, according to the FBI, have serious threats of armed protests at every capital. So they're bringing in the National Guard to all these capitals. Now, these states, the governors can do that on their own. By allowing the governors, mayors, whatever, to bring these National Guard troops in on their own, they can now fall under the direction of the commander-in-chief, who is still President Trump. So, with that, is he letting them bring troops in that he will actively use if he drops some D-class and Pedo Joe doesn't make it in? Remember, all the treasonous, traitorous, seditionist scumbags of D.C. will all be in D.C. in the same building on the same day at the same time. So, are the fences, the 20,000 troops, the FEMA camps in Virginia and Maryland, the curfews, are they all to keep people in D.C., not keeping people out of D.C.? Patriots across the nation, hear me on this. There is no reason for us to be anywhere near DC on January 17th. You know it's a setup. We're already being stigmatized as terrorist and insurrectionist as part of a coming purge. That's the first step. We've been labeled. Big tech is censoring us and labeling us at the same time. The libtard sheeple idiots swallow it whole, and whatever a tyrannical despot regime wants to do to us, they will be clapping like circus seals waiting for a sardine, which would be a $2,000 check they'll probably get. So, what I'm getting at is stay the hell away from DC, any major cesspool city, definitely all the state capitals. We already, just one of these 50 states has a incident. They'll blame us. Oh, there'll be some people there appearing to be MAGA supporters. That's all part of the plan. But just stay away. They cannot have the numbers at all these state capitals and in D.C. without actual patriots being there. There's no reason to be there. Stay the hell away. So, back to D.C. Does the president have any cards up his sleeve left? Does he have an ace in the hole? That was us, you know. We've done what we could do. We showed out up in record numbers November 3rd. Probably 10 million more than was documented on the election. That was our job. We've supported this president for 4 years, and we came out in numbers never seen before. We did our job at that time. Now it's up to those left that actually believe in us and the president to do theirs. I don't know what that is. We all have heard rumors out there, drips, drabs. But if it doesn't happen, we know what we have to do. We have to get with our groups. We have to stay calm. We don't march anywhere. We prepare. We're going to be blacklisted everywhere we go based on our voter registration cards that are private. Okay? Very likely we're not going to be able to fly. We're not going to be able to take a bus. We're not going to be able to bank in probably almost every establishment. Our shopping, our buying, our selling, our trading. You know, everyone was waiting for the mark of the vaccination to ensure who could and could not buy, sell, trade, travel, live. They already have it. Anyone who has ever voted Republican will be branded. That will be our own mark. Okay, so life will be made tough for us. They've labeled us. They're isolating us, socially distancing us from public life. We will band together, because after they've done those, they go after the Second Amendment. They've openly stated it numerous times, and we've known for years it was the goal to abolish all weapons. No one ever wants to take all your guns unless there's something they want to do to you that they know you're going to shoot them for. And we already know that's their plan. Because as they attempt to get the guns, they will be limiting every other aspect of our life based solely on our political and ideological views. Don't even think about trying to move to another state. There'll be a tax, there'll be a fee. Cuomo had suggested this years ago as he was purging my state, New York, of conservatives. He wanted to tax our retirement, which had already been taxed while we were working. Okay, but as they attempt to get the guns, they will attempt to, as the ex-attorney for PBS said, they need to rip the children away from any Republican and re-educate them, throw Molotov cocktails at the Capitol, and exterminate Republicans. And that sentiment is widespread throughout the political pieces of shit in D.C. You've heard them. That is the plan. So, stay alert, stay safe, keep you updated as best I can, but think about that for a minute, what we're seeing going on in D.C., because likely within a day or two we won't be able to see it. It'll get blacked out. Keep your emergency alert thing ready. I hope that that's the way the president decides to contact us all. But for now, like, share, subscribe, comment, notification while we're still up. And for now, JT, signing off.